Hi my loves, today we are looking for a love message for you. I have 3 cards for you to choose from. One is Great and Full, number 4. Looks like the Ace of Cups a little. Second one, Healing the Heart. It's number 23. And then number 14, Beautiful Uncaging. All right, pick your card and I see you in your reading. If you have chosen Great and Full, this is your reading. I'm gonna try this deck. I got this from my friend, but I think it stains my fingers. I don't think it's an original, unfortunately. I've got 4 of Pentacles. What's going on in love? Queen of Cups and 2 of Swords. That is, in a way, I think you're holding on to someone from the past, to some pain, to some, you don't really want to give, in a way. You're here, the Queen of Cups. You're here as a Queen of Cups. And you are contemplating something. With the 2 of Swords, you don't know how to get out of a certain situation. On one hand, you don't want to get out. In a way, you don't want to let go of something or someone, maybe. Or there's no one around and you are holding on to what you have. The 4 of Pentacles is a bit of a stingy card, a little bit of holding in. You might hold in and hold on until you find someone that is worth your love, your emotions, your whatever's in your cup. Also really goes with your Great and Full with the cup. Your cup is full, but there's no one to share it with. Something is holding you, something is keeping you from making decisions, or from, you don't know if should I cut off the past and start fresh? I feel in this, I feel the 4 of Cups. I feel the feeling of not being content, not with what you have and not with what else is on offer. In a way, you're sitting in the middle of nowhere to go to, nowhere to give your cup, no one to give your cup to. Also, I'm just realizing there's a 4 and there's a cup, so maybe that's the 4 of Cups in a way that I feel here. There's also 4 of Pentacles, which could mean that it's you who's holding on and who's not quite happy with what's on offer, like I said. I'm taking these to clarify. Clarify the first 4 of Pentacles. Clarify 4 of Pentacles. Actually, I take the same deck. Just changed my mind. Sorry for the squeaky chair. I tried to repair it, but it doesn't unsqueech. 4 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. You found out something, or you're holding on not seeing the truth. Not wanting to see the truth. You're holding on to the truth, to, You're holding your position and not wanting to see the truth, because the truth is cutting. It's cutting someone off. You don't want to do that, or you're not able to. Maybe someone told you they can't be in a connection with you, or there's someone in the past that you can't quite cut the ties with yet. That might be someone from really far gone. But you already realized they don't want your love. That's already clear to you. You're already looking into the future, but there's nothing to see for you in your mind. You can't quite cut it off. And this card, 7 of Wands. You're now defensive. You just don't want what's on offer. You are in a good position to find someone, but the people that are there are not to your liking. Maybe they're too fiery. Maybe you get, if you're online dating, maybe you get a lot of offers, but this looks a little bit like a caveman. They're a bit too direct, maybe a bit too forceful. Typical situationships. 9 of Swords. Sleepless nights. Maybe you had sleepless nights over the story that lies behind you and you don't want to repeat the same. There's still lingering pain. There's still something that doesn't sit right with you. And you look into the future and see, this is where you look at from the card. You've got this kind of behind you, but you're still holding on. You're still not ready to cut it off. And then what's in front of you, maybe going forward with this person would also not be the best, because you have a lot of rivals. And 6 of Swords. Yeah, overthinking. You definitely overthink things too much. You are very, very defensive in this. The Empress. But it's good to be it. That is the squeaky chair again, sorry. That is because you are now feeling the Empress. You know you've got a big cup to give to someone. You're now a bit too defensive maybe, but on the other hand, it's good to have boundaries. Let us see, because that's why we're here in the first place, to see if someone's coming. Is there someone coming along? I just wonder if you are in a connection, then you want to hold on to it, but there's something that you realized that is keeping you stuck. Maybe there are some other people interested in your partner or in you, or you're not sure if you want to, if this is the man of your life or the woman of your life with the Empress. You might have other suitors. You're kind of stuck. All right, let's see what is happening. What's going to happen? 3 cards. Knight of Cups. The World. Ace of Cups. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. There is definitely someone coming in, or a rekindling, an entering into a new phase. It's the great and full, how it reminds me of the Ace of Cups, and then it comes out the Ace of Cups. It's very interesting. Beautiful foresight into the future. So once you're out of this stalemate, keep your boundaries intact. That's what I'm feeling. Keep your boundaries intact. There's no need to cut the ties. There's no need, I don't see, oh, you have to heal or anything. The impulse comes from the outside. And this is necessary, the Seven of Wands, the defensiveness and the boundaries, and even the overthinking, even the momentary stuckness is necessary for the next step. The world tells me that you are going to end this cycle. So you're gonna get out of this as the Empress. Once you're finished going through it, through the situation, you come out as the Empress, and that's the new cycle, practically. So someone's helping you. Someone's coming from the outside and giving you the cup. Their cup, which is small. It's a knight. It might be a younger person or someone with a little less than you have to give. But it's still a cup. It's still a full cup, even if it's a little smaller than yours. Yeah. So there is a new start. And the world it is an ending, but it's in the ending lies the new beginning. It might as well be this person from the past. I feel more there's a truth that you don't want to see at the moment. Once you see the truth, everything will fall into place. And your overthinking will have a payout, will bring you into the position of the Empress. It's lovely. It's autumn in the card of the Empress. The Empress is autumn, so it can't be far if you watch this in end October when I record this. Yeah, you're not far from it. You are currently stuck in this. Maybe the truth would bring out some anguish and some realization that you're not ready to face yet. But once you do, you see your worth, you see what is really happening behind the scenes, what really went on. You was the Empress all along, and you had this beautiful cup full, and you might have tried to give it to someone who didn't want it or wouldn't deserve it. But I'm not sure. I want to put an oracle card. This is also a new deck. I got it from my friend. She kindly gave it to me because we were swapping some decks that we each don't use, and yeah, I got this one. That's a beautiful deck, Messages of Fate or something it's called. I will pull one for the past, right? If it's really over, or what you can expect from that side. Ice Queen, don't back down. Yeah, there's something that goes with the Ace of Swords, that there is some unfinished business here, and you are right to hold on to your pentacles if the messages don't back down. To me it means don't give in, don't go back, don't feel guilty for anything. It could also mean that someone is there who is very icy and stubborn and wouldn't take your cup. You know, Ice Queen or Ice King. And the Queen of Cups, it's almost the opposite. But it could also be a King or Queen of Swords, which is someone who is very mentally engaged. I mean, who's using their mind more than their heart. And this person coming in, or this gesture, is something very warm and friendly. So I suspect it's a different person, but I'm not quite sure. I think so. I think so. And I think that the Ace of Swords, you will eventually cut the ties once you have finished this circle. Maybe that's what, maybe that is the last step to you becoming the Empress and becoming aware of who you are and how much you have to give. The great and full. This cup is overflowing, you know. You don't need someone who is stingy with their feelings and cold, maybe. Maybe they just have a cold heart. And then let's see what is happening here once you developed. What is happening there? Clarity, change of perspective. That is, the clarity will come in and then things will change. Yeah, and once things are changed, you understand you're the Empress or the Emperor, obviously, and it's Queen of Cups, but it could also be King if you're a man. I don't know. Not many men are watching my readings yet, so I don't know. But let me know if you are. Then welcome. And yeah, so clarity, change of perspective once this has happened. Okay. And then the Ace of Cups and the Great and Full. This is definitely new love. New love is coming. It's coming. This whole process is needed to change your perspective and yeah, change your world, enter the new phase. All right, let's get a closing advice. Closing advice. A leg up. A leg up. Funny that this is an ice bear. That goes with the Ice Queen and don't back down. So whoever the Ice Queen is has a very important role in your life. Maybe to push you into this situation, into the clarity, into realizing that you are the Empress or the Emperor or any gender. Yeah, that's a beautiful reading. You will get a leg up, you will get some help and some clarity soon. All right, love is coming, definitely. These cards are, yeah, definitely confirming. All right. I hope you liked the reading and I see you in my next one. Bye. If you have chosen Healing the Heart, this is your reading. Let's see what's happening in love. What's the message? What is happening in your love life? What is happening? Seven of Cups, the World, the Magician. I need to cover the world. Oh, that's okay. Okay. Illusions, and you ended a cycle that was really illusionary. You might have dreamed a connection more than you've been in one, or you've just been in the wrong one. You might have just taken the wrong choices. You weren't really sure what you wanted. You wanted one particular person, but that was just a placeholder in a way. Something has ended, or you have just entered a new cycle. With healing the heart, I think, honestly, from the cards, you're already through. You have made a big, big step, and the world in the middle of the reading is a cycle ended, a completion. It's like one level achieved, one level up. And then the magician, that means you've got all the tools now to find love. You've got everything at your service. You know now what to look out for and what to do and what not to do. Let's see more about the Seven of Cups. I'm curious. Ten of Wands. Struggle, burden. Yeah, the 10 is the end also. It's determination, but it's also end the struggle. You ended the struggle. You leveled up, literally. The keeping up with the illusion of something or a connection or something or someone or your own story got so heavy that in the end you just dropped it. I think you dropped the 10 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and you started looking into the future, looking at other ships to come in, your ship to come in. Yeah, you dropped your burden. And once you took the look into the future, you actually saw what is real and what could be real. You saw the ships that are reaching the harbor, and you knew one of these ships must be yours. Yeah, you definitely ended a cycle and a way of being in this case. I really think you learned a big life lesson. What is coming? You've got all the tools now. Let's see what is coming now. What's coming in for you now? High Priestess. More hidden knowledge. More understanding. That's even more magical. That's amazing. Spiritual awakening almost. The star. Healing. The star is healing. Don't feel that card. This one. Page of Pentacles. A new start. Something small, but a beginning. Someone's coming in who might like to read. You might connect through reading if you do like reading. Maybe you meet them in a bookstore. Maybe they bring you a book as a gift. There's someone coming. I feel in this Page of Pentacles there's someone coming. Let's get these cards. Four of Swords, healing. Two of Wands. Looking from a higher perspective now. And there he is, or she is, Knight of Swords. Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Movement, talks, communication, fast. Someone's coming fast. You are now looking for someone else, for something else than before. After the stillness, after the period of healing, really, you are now standing on a much better standpoint. You've got a much better view of the world now. See that they're standing on a very high point from which they see into the future. Same like this figure here. Looking right to the ships coming in. So I would say there's someone in the future, might be younger than you, or youngish. The connection will start mentally for some reason, through talking, through online communication, chatting. Yeah. I feel Lenormand. Who's coming in? What is coming in here? Who and what? Lily. Dog. Books. Books again. Something with books and reading, honestly. Book is not known yet or not revealed yet. Someone faithful. Someone could be coming back. With the dog being loyal. Someone who feels very familiar, very calming, very healing, very healed. It's funny because the Knight of Swords, I wouldn't call them calming, but they might turn out to be that way. They might storm in quickly, and maybe you meet them and then they're gone. But slowly but surely you will get to know them, and more will be revealed about this person. And it could also be starting out as a friendship. Very, very likely. Very faithful person. Very intelligent. Yeah, I like this. I like that. I feel this person is close, but not that close that I can already feel them. But there's something with books, reading, communication, talking, bookshop, library, dog walk, if we take it more literal. Yeah. All right, let's get an advice, a closing advice for you. Oh, I forgot these. Okay, I want to pick one of these. It's a new deck got from my friend. Let's see. Let's see. Divine timing, not yet. Trust the process, alignment. Trust the process. That is so interesting. Not yet. Trust the process. There's healing in the heart and divine timing. I think you're already in this healed state, but there's still lingering, maybe. This will be healing though. The lily is a healing, and it's also passion. With the dog, it's loyal and friendship and sorry, not used to having a mic here. And yeah, just beautiful. Not yet. Trust the process, alignment. All right. So the person is here, but I can't really feel it yet. So there's more to be revealed in the future. Amazing. All right. Now the closing advice. Give us a closing advice for number 2s. Young. Young is active. It's the Knight of Swords. It's the Magician also. It's going out, being active, creating opportunities. Not only stand here, but go out, go out and create opportunities and then wait. It's like a fisherman. Throw out your net and wait, but you have to throw the net. Yeah, and then trust divine timing. Right, that's all from me for today. I hope you liked the reading, and I see you in my next one. Bye. If you have chosen Beautiful Uncaging, this is your reading. All right, let's see. Your love life. What is happening in love? What is happening in love? The Sun. The Emperor. The Fool. The Sun, normally a very good sign. Very optimistic. It shows two kids on a horse and a sun. This sun has a grin, which might be just the artist, but together with the red flag, that is a warning. I also say that because the Fool, which is jumping into something new, childlike, innocent, in this case, the Fool is really standing at a cliff. It's really about to make a mistake, and the dog is trying to pull it back. Yeah. So there's something or someone's trying to pull you back from a little mistake. Oh, it's not a mistake, it's just saying, be aware of red flags. Be aware of someone who might be very controlling, might be cold, might be already married. You know, you could be all smitten by their appearance and by their experience, and they could be rich or very good looking. But there is I can't get over this big red flag, and the Fool ready to jump into the abyss. Beautiful Uncaging. Let me see. Let me clarify the Emperor or the red flag. Let's see, what is the red flag? What is the red flag? Two of Wands. Spontaneously, I think, don't move for someone, especially not far away. It's warning against two things are possible here. One is it's warning against marrying someone or committing or going against your community or what society deems as acceptable. Or it could be against obeying, but I think in this case It's someone holding a globe. It could be someone wanting you to move somewhere. What is here? Four of Cups. Sorry, I hope it's not too dark yet. I will try to up the brightness in the editing process. I had to leave the room for a second. All right, back to the reading. Yeah, something that looks really good with the sun, optimistic. There's something about conforming to society or to the rule, and then you or the other might not 100% be sure that this is the right thing, and it might end up in one of you or both of you withdrawing emotionally, or that has already happened. The Emperor is cool. It's, like I said earlier, it's someone cold. Not in general, not in every reading, but here I feel this carries coldness and not wanting to budge, especially here with the Hierophant, with obeying the norms. And so in a way something looks good on paper, but it won't fulfill you. Don't jump in. There's something not quite right. Beautiful uncaging. Maybe you are in this situation already, and the uncaging is, in a way, leaving this situation. But also with that, with leaving something, be careful as well. Just be careful to jump in or out of something at the moment. Things may not be as they seem. Let's confirm the Fool. This one. The Chariot, yeah, going forward. Moving forward before you're in balance, before you have everything, in a way, everything under control. Moving forward, be careful moving forward relentlessly. There's something not right behind what seems a good option, and you probably know it already. And the uncaging is maybe this to me looks a little bit like an arranged marriage, like something that you have gotten into or are about to get into that you know is not right for you, or might not turn out as well. In this case, I have to give you a straightforward text about what everyone should know about general readings. Do not make life decisions based on a reading, right? That is for the general public and for more than one person. It really depends on your personal story. I want one between Emperor and Fool. I need to see something. Three of Cups. Yeah, that could be someone who is married. Someone who is already married. Or coming back into a situation from Emperor, I always think of father when you had a bad connection. Three of Cups, reconciliation, something from the past, obviously. Jumping into a situation where someone is already married and doesn't know, they probably might not separate from their wife or husband. Yeah, so moving forward very, very, very carefully. Very carefully. Let's see what's coming up in love. If you don't know such a person, just in general, with the person who's coming, be discerning. This red flag, I can't. This is the first time I'm using this deck. I've never seen this card before. It's just crazy. And then the Fool being held back by the dog. That is just more than a red flag, isn't it? Nine of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Let's get from the... And Death. Your independence is in danger. Your peace of mind is in danger. Your confidence. What is after the transformation? The Empress. So this sequence is about finally overcoming singlehood and transforming into the Empress, into someone who is ready to love, someone who is the wife to the Emperor. You won, or you will win this person, but is it what you really want? Is this person what you really want? There is something underneath here. I'm just thinking beautiful uncaging is about guilt, is about feeling guilty for something. So this might as well be a third-party situation that you not feel comfortable with and that you know is not right. So you're going to free yourself from it. That could be the Fool and the Chariot, freeing yourself. Let's get 3 more cards from the Lenormand. Heart. Bouquet. And Coffin. End of a marriage or a connection, a relationship. Something's coming to an end and maybe you're guilty. You feel guilty because you might have pulled someone out of a relationship and now you don't really want this person anymore, or you're not sure anymore. You want to move on. This step is almost warning you from this third party thing or from reconciliation, because now how the cards lay down here, the dog is pulling the Fool from making the step into this, like down into this scene where there are 3 people, right? 3 cups. Be careful of anything to do with 3 people and third party. Yeah, you might feel very guilty for having done that, and in the end you might not even be happy with what you got, because the person you got is actually not the person you thought they were. Right. Kipper, I get one of these. I need to know. Yeah, what is it? Feminine energy? That's the Empress, okay. Give us more. Luck is on your side. Good news. Good news. What are the good news about? Lesson learned, teacher. Lesson learned. Luck is on your side. Yeah. Use your feminine energy. Use your discernment, your intuition. Luck is on your side. Lesson learned. Forgive yourself. Maybe you just have to forgive yourself for taking someone's partner. You can probably have him or her. Kipper, what lesson learned? What does that mean? Bad health. Lesson learned. Yeah, maybe it's preventing you. You have been stopped from this situation. You have been in the way that you tried to be with someone who in the end would not. See, you were lucky to get out of this situation. You were lucky or you are lucky. Maybe that's the uncaging. Bad health, that this is not a good situation. So it's good that it ends or that you end it. That you don't do it. You don't do the next step. There's an ending. There's an ending. Here's an ending. You would win, but I think you pull back. Concern, yeah. Concerning. And for good measures, one more. Gift. Gift. Good luck, gift. Yeah, you will get a gift in the end. The beautiful uncaging is also being free from guilt. You've learned your lesson. And then good news are on the way. Luck is on the way. You will get a gift for all of this, for not doing it. Let's get a closing advice. I hope this makes sense to you. It does to me, but this is very, very, very specific for someone who's entangled in something that has to do with a third party. And there's a big warning that once you get this person, you might not be happy with what you get. So in the end, you probably leave it. And that also heals the guilt that you felt by even trying. And you might get a gift in the end. You might get someone else who's much better. The tribe, someone who, yeah, they don't, you might have, see, I think the tribe, you will find the people that really belong, where you don't have to go against any societal norms or, sorry again, my mic, I'm not used to it, sorry. Where you don't have to go against anything really. There's a bad health in this situation, a bad vibe in this situation. And as soon as you leave it, you're gonna find your tribe. This is not your tribe. This person is not the situation is not yours. This person is not for you. Yeah. All right, I really hope that made sense to you. And if that wasn't your reading, just choose another one. There are 2 other ones. I hope they fit better if this doesn't. And yeah, thanks for sticking with me through all the interruptions, and I see you in my next reading. Bye.